to your soul. Pull up, sit back, let the good times go. Here's what we know. Yeah. Here's what we know. Yeah.
That thing's on fire. We gonna run it back.
It's so fire. Yeah. I was like that.
Here's what we know. Show. Say it loud so the whole world know. Yeah. Little bit of truth, little rough. Let it flow. We talk it out and we let that laugh grow. Yeah. Here's what we know. Show. From the group chat straight to your soul. Pull up, sit back, let the good times go. Here's what we know. Here's what we know.
That's fire.
Hey man, what's your business, man? What's your business? Now let me tell you something because you don't know nothing. What's the problem, man? Okay, tell me, how they said when I wear for body now take me your concern? How they concern you, man?
I just show my concern, no.
Okay.
You just they invite him.
Wool up, nigga. Wool up. Just wool up. What's the business, man? Because I'm here with you. You think you're operating in somewhere there? Man, you don't know nothing, man. You know what you are? EP, aka Enemy of Progress. Now listen, have you been to South Africa before? Joe Borg, aka Johannesburg. You ever been there before? Oh no way. You've never been to South Africa before? So me, you know what I'm saying? You get out of here right now. What?
You just they invite him crashes.
Do me a favor.
Dustin powder don't increase, oh.
Do me a favor, please. Get out of here. Get out of here, man. Shit, I'm saying. Get in Igbo. Get out of here for real. I'm saying get out of here for real. I'm saying get out of here.
Waiting concern.
Imagine being able to build an app with your.
I don't know what they was talking about, but that's one of my favorite clips of all time. Get out of here! Get out of here for real! Get out of here for real! Man, you not from Johannesburg. You ain't never been to South Africa. Do me a favor. Get out of here.
Not the get out of here for real.
Get out and not for play. Get out of here for real.
For real.
I'm not joking. Man, I said get out of here. Get out of here. But we don't want y'all to go nowhere. Shout out to y'all. What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Robe the King, and you are watching another installment of Here's What We Know show. Today I got here with me my trusty steed, if that's possible, if that's okay to say. Dr. Shari, if it's not, correct me. Dr. Shari, cool. I think it's, but a noble steed is a horse.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah. I'm thinking like Shrek and Donkey. Like
that's iconic. What I'm thinking. But yeah. That's what I'm thinking. But all right, I won't say it no more.
I let you think and make the style. Paid for it.
He did.
I was thinking about Eddie Murphy, like the big bucks.
Get money, get that money.
Right.
Okay. Put your mind in a good space. Yeah. What's going on, y'all? We are here to talk about some topics. Make you laugh, make you think, make you cry, possibly. And yeah, let's get into it. First order of the day. Shari, where this has been all the talks for, across the sports corner of the internet. Where is LeBron going?
I don't know where he's going, but I think I'm going to tell you where he go. If he goes these places, I'll be upset. If he goes to...
Where do you think... First of all, I hate the way you do that. Just answer my question first and then say whatever it is that you want to say. Don't try to rework my question. Where is he going? Where you think he's going?
I can see Miami. I can see Golden State, but I don't want either of those.
Okay.
If you are about to retire and you said it's your last year, take your behind back down to Cleveland.
He's not going back to Cleveland.
I know he's not, but that's what you need to do. Why else leave the Lakers? Like, it's stupid. Like, you're literally playing one more year and you're going to go where?
Who knows? He might play 2 more years. LeBron looked like he got like a good 3 years left in him.
I mean, yeah, he looks like, but he already announced that this is
seeing
his
how
last
he's
one.
and seeing no, he not retiring. He not retiring this year. If he signs with a team, I don't think he retires this year. I think he will retire next year or something. You know?
I don't know. I don't.
He
like
not gonna
that.
retire because he in the boule and he done sold his soul, and so when he retires, somebody gotta die anyway. So he not retiring right now. He tried. That's why he's still playing. But never mind that. I didn't say that.
What I'm saying is, I think if he goes to Golden State, I'll be upset. He can go anywhere else.
Oh, that's where I want him to go, and that's where he going.
Honestly, it makes more sense because
Makes
his
the
whole
most sense.
family is in California. His kids are still in school.
We're already in. We're already in California. It's only what is that? 3 hours away?
NorCal. I mean, a flight. It's only a 45-minute flight.
No, I mean, he'll fly.
He'll
right?
fly.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. So we're doing that. Well, LeBron James is cheap, so they probably might drive.
That's an 8-hour drive.
It's an 8-hour drive. Okay,
Yeah, from
so fly.
Southern, because he lives where I'm from. Like he lives in Beverly Hills, which is close to where I'm from. To drive from Southern California to Northern California
Yeah,
is like 7-8 hours. So
Okay.
he's gonna fly.
yeah. So, but you don't have to change. You don't have to change your whole lifestyle
No,
for that. That's still California, still a
Yeah.
California way, right? And
Right.
so taxes are still the same, pretty much.
He can be up in the air and be like, it's a quick flight. And they do, honestly, if he wanted to get cheap, he could fly commercial or whatever, because they do those red eye early morning flights where people are not on them really.
Yeah,
Or,
I'm sure
I don't see him
LeBron
ever doing that,
probably
but
flying
I don't-
private.
I
But-
really don't see him ever doing that. But I'm
Yeah.
saying, but also there's so many private airports around there. Like it's nothing to be up and down. It's
So, yeah.
not a long flight.
So there's that. There's the relationship that he has with Draymond. They just hired what's his name? Frank Vogel as an assistant head coach. He won a championship with Frank Vogel. He loves playing with Steph, and he has talked about playing with Steph and flirted with the idea of playing with Steph within the past 5-6 years. Steph met with him earlier, sometime in June. They had dinner together. Draymond met with him recently, this past weekend or so. They were seen golfing together. When have you ever seen Draymond Green golfing? Never.
Only when he's trying to get deals done.
You know what I'm saying?
All the deals are done where?
You know what I'm saying?
the
On the
golf
golf
course.
course. And so, yeah, so there's a myriad of reasons. LeBron can play the point. He can facilitate, because that's what they had Draymond doing. So Draymond doesn't have to do that anymore. Not that, in my opinion, he was ever the greatest at it. We can literally, because we would call Draymond a poor man's LeBron James. You know what I mean? Because that's what he is. He's a power forward that knows how to play the point to some degree. But now we got the real deal Holyfield. Draymond, you could just focus on being the defensive player of the year. You don't got to focus on carrying
other
the
stuff.
facilitating role at all. LeBron wants to pass the ball to Steph. You saw him do it on the All-Star teams.
All-Star
They're
game.
always picking each other for the All-Star team. You saw them do it in the Olympics, how they would defer to Curry and all of that. They are two IQ heavy guys. It is going to be okay.
The load would definitely be lightened.
Yes, Steph don't got to bring the ball up. He could just focus on rolling off of pick and rolls, spotting up and shooting, because they both old and all of that type of stuff. You know what I mean? And then we got the young dude, Yaxel Lindenborg or whatever his name. I know I'm jacking up his last name and all of that. We still got Kristaps Porzingis. We still got Jimmy Butler. Draymond just opted out of his contract to open up cap space for LeBron to come.
I
This is a
understand. I get it. I don't like it. And I don't want it. And I'll be the biggest hater. Oh my gosh, if he does it, oh my gosh, if you want to us arguing, we'll argue.
Yeah, because I'm the only reason why I want him to come is because the Warriors are my team.
I know.
I mean, and that is the only time that I will be a LeBron fan. You know what I mean? If he comes, oh yeah, cool. Come and get ring number 5 with your arch nemesis, Steph Curry. Get your ring with him. Surpass Kobe Bryant with the ultimate help that you could have. Yes, do that. I'm happy about that. That's the only way that I would be pleased by it. Because if he goes to Philly, the lane is clogged up.
I don't really like that. I don't.
If
really
you go to Philly, me either. No, you're not a Philly guy. I will say this though. They said this. It was reported that he wants to go to a place where he will be celebrated. LeBron,
That's anywhere.
no, you're not going to be celebrated.
Not in
Golden
Philly.
State.
Not in Philly.
Might be celebrated in Philly. You're not going to be celebrated in Golden State at all. No. You look no further than Kevin Durant.
Oh yeah. You're right. They.
You was a mercenary. He was a hired mercenary. Thank you for coming. Thank you for getting us those 2 championships. This is the house that Wardell Stephen Curry II built. You know what I mean? So if that's what you looking for, LeBron, don't come to San Fran because you're gonna be highly disappointed.
What if
You're
he
gonna
went
be
to
like,
San Antonio?
that's not on the table. That's
could
not
be.
on the table. No, that's not on the
be.
table.
I
Nah,
just heard
and
the
then-
voicemail that what's his name sent to
Who, Rich
Rich
Paul?
Paul. Mm-hmm.
Nah.
Potentially.
In Philly, he would be celebrated, but not better. You know what I mean? But the ghost of Allen Iverson is there. You know what I mean? And so
I don't like Philly.
you would have to bring a championship.
Yeah.
You would have to bring a championship there. And that was also said, oh, we not ring chasing. First, wink, wink. Yes, you are. First of all.
If you get LeBron James on your team, you're ring chasing.
Yeah.
If you're trying to get him on your team, that's the reason why you bring him to your team.
He was like, we're not ring chasing. We just want to go somewhere and be competitive. You ring chasing. But that's your way of trying to take the heat off of LeBron when he doesn't get a ring. You know what I mean? And so, but you got a really good chance at a ring in Philly, I would say. The other team would be the Heat. Again, the lane is clogged there. You wide open.
Go back to the Heat. When he left, it wasn't good.
And you could coach. You could coach since you want to be the coach so bad. You could be the coach on our team. Steve Kerr not no good coach. He stayed deferring. So there's that. So yeah, pull up, LeBron. I want you to come. I think it's happening. But I don't see Philly in the cards. I don't see, in my opinion. Well, they did say this. It's already a done deal with the team. They were saying, "Oh, it's just a done deal." And I'm like, if it's a team that it's a done deal with, it would be the team that he just went golfing with.
Pretty much, yeah. I mean, he basically
Yeah.
All right.
So there's that. So in more LeBron James news, I don't know if this is real or fake, and it better be fake. But they are debating in these clips in these memes that I'm seeing. I'm calling them memes because again I don't know if they're real or fake. They're talking about retiring LeBron James's jerseys, like retiring number 23 and number 6. Do you think? First of all, let's say this. Do we think LeBron James deserves his jersey retired in LA?
No, in Cleveland, yes. LA, no.
Okay. Elaborate.
He's from Cleveland. That's his
Okay.
hometown. That's where but then
He's
also
from Akron.
whatever. He not in LA. Like what? Why? I mean, but also like, okay, why?
Stephen Curry and LeBron James were born in the same hospital in Akron, Ohio. Like, you
But then
coming.
also no. But also what Steph did for Golden State warrants Steph's Curry's jersey to be retired
Yeah.
in Golden State. I don't think LeBron did anything for the Lakers that it was that impactful that it was jersey retiring worthy in LA.
In LeBron's defense, sorry, he did win that championship.
Championship?
Yeah, he won the bubble championship.
Yeah, that championship.
He also got the highest, the amount of points, the most amount of points scored in a Lakers jersey. He broke a bunch of records as a Laker. Now, of course, this was accumulated across his whole career, but he broke those records in that jersey.
I understand that.
8 seasons with the Lakers. The most, probably, I think that's the most with any team he's ever played with. That's the longest he played with a team. In one time.
I do think he does deserve his jersey retired, but in the Lakers, like, I don't know. But also, I also have an issue with retiring jerseys too, because like, here's the thing: like, if you want to be the greatest of all times, right, and you have a number, right? Say another good player comes along and they have your number, they have to talk about you every single time. So
That's
the relevancy.
Yeah, that's what's Michael I'm about to say Michael Ealy. Forget his name, but he played for the Cowboys. That's their stance.
Oh, I didn't know that. But in my mind, that's what I'm thinking.
When you see number 88, you think Michael I'm forgetting his name. Dang. Yeah, you thinking him.
I'm just you gotta
Michael Irvin.
You have no other choice but to talk about me too forever.
Yeah. But
I mean, I don't know. I get it. I understand.
Like the retiring of jerseys. I don't want to see another person in LA wearing purple and gold, wearing number 8 or number 24. I don't want to see that.
That's different because, like, okay, he passed.
We all going to die.
Like,
they all going to die at some point. Sorry.
So, but also, like, I feel like
that's a part of it to make you immortal. That's the immortalization of the jersey.
But then I also don't like that either, because then that goes. I have so many issues because in my mind, right now you're an idol. So now we're idol worshiping. Now we're worshiping, like, I mean,
what? That's my jersey. I did work in this jersey.
God made
I don't know. I think you're
Israelites
going a little left.
No. Because I think of it, it's all idling. That's an idol worship. He said, "Put no man before me." You're putting this man up on a pedestal. I don't really like that.
What? He can have.
I don't like the
God doesn't have jerseys, Shari.
No, but
you don't have to
like
go down this road.
No. I don't like when anyone in this world puts themselves up on a pedestal to where, like, yes, you did good. Yes, we'll remember you. But I don't like it when people put people on this pedestal like they're this great I am, and you're not. You're a basketball player, dude. What else you do?
Yeah,
all you did was dribble a freaking ball and make a lot of money.
Yeah, sure. I'm not equating it to that, a jersey retirement too.
No. That's the way my mind thinks.
I understand that because that's what you just said. I don't think that is that.
That is what it is. What else is it?
It's a jersey retirement.
Pray about it.
That's what it is.
No. It's idol worship.
We're going to agree to disagree on that.
Idol worship. No. Go look at it. These people.
No, I'm not going to look at it.
It's okay. Idol worship.
Okay. But anyway, that's where you're coming from with that. But you also, in the same vein, you said it was different for Kobe. So that would be idol worship too.
No, I said I understand it. I get it.
So,
but that doesn't mean I like it.
Right. So LeBron, I don't have a problem with him getting a jersey retired. Retire the one that you won a championship in. Retire one that you won a championship in. I don't think you won a championship in number 23. Why are we retiring 2 jerseys? You're not Kobe. You're not Kobe Bryant. And you did not do for the Lakers what Kobe has done for the Lakers. You have not carried on that Laker legacy the way that Kobe carried on that Laker legacy. It was championship or bust. I mean, and not saying that you didn't talk the talk and that you didn't proverbially walk the walk or anything like that, but that man embodied that. And so I think it's a slap in the face to say, let me get both jerseys retired. I'm cool with you getting a jersey retired. I I would not be cool with a statue.
I don't like statues
I
at all
would,
because that goes back
or,
to
or maybe
Photoshop.
nah. Nah.
No,
But
I don't like any statues like that.
okay.
Not of basketball players. Not of any man, really.
Okay. So yeah, I'm cool with a jersey being retired, just one or the other, but it got to make sense. But I'm not a Laker fan. I'm a Kobe Bryant fan and I'm a basketball fan. Um, I just don't see it in the cards for both jerseys being retired if one is to be retired at all. Now, I think it will be retired, first of all, and I think it should be because he's LeBron James. And LeBron James played as a Laker. Just
Yeah.
like Wilt Chamberlain was Wilt Chamberlain before he got to the Lakers. Just like Lou Alcindor, he wasn't Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. He wasn't Lou Alcindor before he came to the Lakers, but he already had one. He was already ruled at that time to be the greatest player of all time before he became a Laker. But now, did he win 5? Did he win 5 as a Laker? Absolutely. But again, you know what I mean? So I say all that to say this. I'm cool with a jersey retirement because a bunch of Lakers got their jersey retired. LeBron won a championship as a Laker. I think he won MVP for that. You know what I mean? So I'm cool with that. But 2, you're doing too much now. That's not what it is. Now, do you know anything about this big Tigger situation?
No, not much. I saw like a little clip on Instagram or whatever, and then it was just so petty. And then when I started doing a deep dive on who his wife was, and I just took such an issue with it. I was just like, Lord, I can't even have this in my spirit right now.
All right, hold on. Let me introduce it then. Big Tigger, formerly of, most notable for The Basement. He used to host The Basement on BET, Rap City, The Basement. Is in hot water and has stepped away from his role as a radio host and all of these things because he's in a domestic violence case. And he was his wife was, making claims that he was cheating on her and all of these things. He was vehement about those claims being untrue and about him putting his hands on her being untrue and all of these things. And, we were on his side. Well, I would say I was on his side. You know what I mean? And I feel like a lot of people were on his side. And then the video came out because somebody was recording this. I don't know who it was. I think it was like her son or something was recording this. And then the whole world was on this man's side. Because it was like, he ain't doing nothing but trying to get his phone back. And this is what he's in. I think Lil Duval made a great point in saying people are saying he shouldn't have tried to get his phone back. He should have just called the police. And he was like, with what phone?
Right.
She had the phone. How am I supposed to call the police and you got my phone? You had my phone. And so, and I saw a lot of, I didn't see a lot of this, but I'm like, how are they going to spin this? How are they going to try to make this his fault somehow? If I'm married, you should let her see the phone. You shouldn't be trying to get your phone back and this, that. I'm like, what are you talking about? It's not about, let me have my phone. That's just it. And she is writhing on the floor, acting like he's hurting her and all of that type of stuff and doing all types of stuff. And somebody's recording as if he's truly doing something that he shouldn't be doing.
Yeah.
First of all, when you take somebody's phone, I leave my phone out all the time, hoping somebody takes it. You know why?
You ain't got nothing to hide.
Well, but you stealing a phone in 2026 in this day and age is grand larceny.
It is.
So I just leave it out. I dare you to take it. Everything is in your phone. You're gonna get in them. And huge trouble if you take my phone. I wish
Yep.
Big Tigger knew that. And hopefully he knows that now whenever they go to court for stuff. And she's in even deeper trouble. She's arrested now because, it's like she was making all of these claims and stuff. And
False
he
claims.
got arrested and all of that type of stuff. But they failed to see and later found out, oh, this woman, she got arrested just now, recently, a few days ago, just got arrested for her child being missing.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like when I started listening to all of that stuff, I was like, oh, no. And yeah, there's just so many issues. But then also, I got myself side-eyeing Tigger, like, why are you with this woman? Because her child was missing when y'all got together.
Yeah. I probably believe
Side-eye.
you. You tell me anything. You know what I mean?
That's true.
That's what did BBD say? Never trust a big butt and a smile. You know what I'm saying? Your fine self. I don't think you capable of doing this. Oh, your daughter just missing. Oh, okay. I'm sorry to hear that.
Right.
I never think, you got something to do with her being missing.
Right.
You know?
Right.
So, and Joe Budden is crazy. He was saying that he was like, I saw Big Tigger's wife, and he was saying he could do way better. He was like, I've seen Tigger with way better women than. I'm like, all right, chill out, chill out, Joe. But that's the whole thing, because no one thinks that somebody that charismatic, that what I mean. I grew up in the era when Big Tigger was Big Tigger. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, women really like this dude. You know what I mean?
See, and it's so crazy because I met him once at an event, and he was nice, charismatic, or whatever. Nice. But also, I was like, when you see somebody, and I'm like, oh, you just like messiness. So it makes sense why he would be with a woman that could potentially be messy.
Oh, he like drama.
He gets it going.
Oh, wow.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know how he just gives messy.
Very
nice man, very, but also just the side stuff he be saying, oh, you messy. You like to keep stuff going.
Yeah. The Bible says stay away from those people, man. Bible says stay away from those people. Stay away from gossips, and don't be one of those people either. Gossips, backbiters, people that like to stir up little stuff amongst people and stuff like that. Rabble rouse and stuff. I'm trying to find the right word. But, those type of people. That's crazy. I never knew. But it makes sense. He's a host. And you got to keep it going if you're the host. And that's probably his thing. Yeah. So, I don't know who was on that video saying, Mr. Tigger, get off of her now.
But it seemed staged, though.
That would have sent me.
Because that's not his name. So why are you saying? No one in his personal life would. Your stage name is your stage name. When you're at home, they don't call you that. So the simple fact that you're on, they calling you that, is some things.
But it's still, it's just freaking nuts. You know what I mean? Like, bro, I'm clearly not doing anything to her. And I don't like videos of people yelling and screaming and acting like something is wrong when it ain't wrong. You know what I mean?
I think it was a planned setup. It was planned. It was staged. Very much so.
Yeah. Might have been.
Well,
but
I wish the best to that man.
Me too. I hope that he's exonerated of all charges and all of that type of stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But by definition, the truth is what it is. So hopefully it comes out.
Darian Big Tigger Morgan.
The truth is what it is, and hopefully it comes out.
Yeah, the truth gonna always come out. God gonna see to that. You know what I mean? Just the way the world works. Somebody's chatting with us. If the idol who passed away has a son who joins the team later, would you be up for unretiring the jersey?
If it's retired, it's retired. You can't unretire a jersey.
Yes, you can.
That's weird.
Tim Hardaway just got his jersey unretired because his son is now a Heat, and he wanted the number 10 jersey. And he was like, and Tim Hardaway was like, I don't want him to have that jersey. That's my jersey. That's my legacy. but somehow
That's kind
he
of
was with
harsh.
it. Yeah, but I don't like neither one of them. Either Tim Hardaway's. Respectfully, I used to like Tim Hardaway, and until he started talking, until he started doing interviews. I'm like, oh man, I don't really like this man. Dad.
See, and I think that's one thing. Someone made a comment the other day talking about like the basketball players. Like if somebody like Michael Jordan was out in this day and age with this type of media and social media and the platforms, would we really like him? And I'm like, probably not, because we all know, yes, he's a great basketball player, but like we've heard stories and we know that he's not the nicest person.
Who,
So
Michael
would
Jordan?
so would we like him? Probably not. I mean, not saying he's not still, it's, but would we like him? Probably
No,
not.
I'm a huge Joe Budden fan. Pre-podcast, just his music, his lyrics, and all of that. I was like, I don't want to meet this man. I don't want to be
After the podcast, I was
Let me not
literally
say.
like that.
Let me not say not meet him. I don't want. I want to meet him. And just to tell him, man, I love your music. It got me through a lot of stuff. It really helped me become a better artist myself. But I never want to be his friend. I don't want to link
Oh.
up. You know what I mean? So I get it. You know what I mean? Nolan Wells, what do we know about this situation?
Nolan Wells. Introduce it.
Here's what we know. That's the name of this show. Here's what we know. Here's what I know about the Nolan Wells situation. It's another situation where a black person goes to hang out with a group of white people, and the black person, everybody comes back but the black person. It's another one of those situations. So they went out at the water. They were like doing like a weekend at the water or whatever. I think he had just graduated high school and all of that. It was him and his buddies, so-called buddies and stuff. They returned. He did not. They said that they couldn't find his phone. His mom tracked the phone to one of the boys' houses and demanded the phone back. Another grand larceny case. And she had to find the phone. They like hiding stuff, and we're finding stuff out at the same time. So there is some foul play here. One of the young man's mothers is a judge. And so apparently she was saying some things and being politically correct and, not trying to incriminate these young men and all of this type of stuff. It's a lot of stuff going on. And so, nevertheless, not to be overlooked, another black man's life has been lost. And we may never know exactly how it happened.
Maybe no, but we may never know, but growing up,
I said it without saying it.
yeah, I feel
What
like
you about to say, I already said it.
Oh no.
Without saying it. But go ahead and say it.
No, I just growing up as someone being the only black person in all white spaces my whole life. I was always taught you're never safe. I was never allowed to go or spend the night over anyone's house. I was never allowed to go anywhere for long periods of time by myself. I think that training, I understand why my mom did what she did now. Because, you think these are your friends, but they're really not. And then also growing up, I realized that a lot of my friends or people that I thought weren't my friends really weren't. And then I'm not going to say I became the villain, but I'm like, not me. Not I.
Right.
I came, but I understand being the only black person, even now. I mean, it's kind of worse now now that I'm in the South. If I'm around too many people that are not of my color, I get on out of there, especially at a certain time. It ain't it. It ain't. You can just feel it. I'm like, nope. Because here's the thing. It's me or you, and it's not going to be me.
Yeah.
But I don't want to go to jail either. So I'm just going to remove myself from that situation. It is another tragic situation, but it's something that we definitely need to talk about. It's something that happens more often than not, and that this is just the one we know about.
Right. And there's multiple stories. There's many stories that we can pull from with this. Um, a young lady I was talking to recently, was talking about a young girl that she knew who was 6 years old. She went to a party. Her father was like one of the a higher up on on a committee, congressman, something like that. And she went to a pool party, and they said that she drowned, and she was deathly afraid of water. So they were saying, "Oh yeah, she just jumped in the pool," and
Yeah, no.
they were like, "Nah,
But then
she would not have done that." So, and there's another situation where there's this group of women that had a sleepover. They were grown women too, but that's neither here nor there. We're not talking about that tonight. But they bunch of grown women having a sleepover. One black woman there. They don't know how the black woman died.
But then also Get Out was a real thing, and I understand it's movies and it's art, but then also like there's always a bottom line in there. And then let's not forget that they used to hunt us for sport back in the day. So yes, we've evolved over time, but this world is not that much evolved from back then. So
Yeah, racism is a spirit for sure.
So now to the latest on the mysterious death of Nolan Wells. For the first time since Wells' body was found, we're hearing from a friend of the 18-year-old who was with him on the day that he died. Trayston Shepard, who says that he was with Wells on the 4th of July, but declined to speak on camera because of the threats that he says he's been receiving.
We did no wrong here, and we don't understand how we're getting so much hate behind it. We all cared and loved.
What you mean? There's videos of y'all seen arguing.
and then he turns up dead. Not in the last place they saw you either. The last place they saw you was at a pool party that was back on the mainland, but then his body turns up on an island. That means you went back there. Just
Trying to cover up something. What do you mean we don't understand why we getting all this backlash? What are you talking about? Y'all were the last ones with him. He went out with y'all. Why weren't y'all looking out for him?
Of Nolan, and nobody wanted to see Nolan die. Nobody wanted to see his life be taken so short.
All right, Kajachi, and also legal analyst
in documentary.
Oh no, I don't like unsolved stuff. Make sure you solve it.
Attorney
before you
Brian
make
Solomon
that.
join me now for more. So, Ike, what more are we learning about why Wells stayed behind and didn't go back to the mainland with his friends?
Yeah, Kira, this has really been at the center of everything. This question, why did Nolan Wells stay behind when everyone else decided to actually leave the island? Well, now we're hearing from...
But that's the thing, right?
There's photo evidence.
Right.
Someone who was there that day. His childhood friend, Trayston Shepard, said that the boat that they came on experienced an electrical issue and they had to go back to shore because of that. And he says Nolan told the group he wanted to stay behind because he met a girl and planned to catch a ride back on another friend's boat. Now, Shepard described this trip as one last hurrah before everyone scattered back to school and work after this holiday. There were about 300 people on that island that day. A lot of them were high school classmates. They knew each other, and they wanted to spend this time as just one big party before everyone dispersed wherever they needed to go. But according to his friend, Trayston Shepard said that this wasn't anything sinister at all. It was an 18-year-old who wanted to have fun, but Kira, as we know, that 18-year-old Nolan Wells never made it back to shore.
Well, and Brian...
Man, you ain't tell us nothing.
But then also, his body was beaten. How do you explain that?
Wow.
Trayston
poles.
also addressed
With poles.
Metal poles.
the viral video. Investigators, have been looking into, saying he's actually the one yelling, not Wells. How crucial is that?
Kira, I think it's very crucial in the sense of now we know who's yelling, why they were yelling, and according to Trayston, it had nothing to do with what Nolan Wells was doing. Instead, giving us a description that a stranger was kind of getting in his face and he was yelling at him. This closed down one avenue of investigation, and while that might be heartbreaking that it doesn't give us an answer, eliminating possibilities as to what happened will hopefully steer us in the right direction, finding the right reason as to why everything happened. And then going back to something that Ike said, I hope that with Trayston saying saying Wells was there talking to a girl, that we can get a description of that girl, what she was wearing, who
Right. Well, who was the girl he was talking to?
she might be, and follow up on more questions.
So then, Brian, at this point of the investigation, it's the autopsy.
And if he was with a girl, then she would have been the last person that he was seen with allegedly.
That's not but that's why. What news channel is giving you this? ABC. Yeah, I don't trust it.
7
because
hours
also
ago.
they're spinning a narrative that's not. There is facts that has came out since then that dispels everything that they're saying. That's why I say I can't even get into this rhetoric, because like when the way that I do things, especially because of my background, I look at the facts, actual facts of what has been given out, and not the hearsay.
Well, look, we only know what we know.
But the things that they're saying has already been dispelled.
I understand.
Based on facts.
Even before 7 hours ago?
Yeah. So why did everybody shut down their Instagram posts? Why did everybody go private?
Well, you know daggone why.
No, because
but
also usually this is speculation, but usually the ringleader is the one who knows that they mama gonna get them out of trouble.
Mm-hmm. But even still, they lawyered up, and that's the first one of the first things they tell you to do: stay off social media, stay off the internet.
Best friend.
This morning, a friend of Nolan Wells, who was
Can we
with
not
the
talk about
18-year-old
this anymore?
the day
This is
he
really
was last
getting
seen alive,
trouble in
is
my
sharing
spirit.
what he says happened during a.
All right, just hang on, because
Okay.
I need to talk about it, because this is what we do.
July 4th boat trip to an isolated barrier island off the Mississippi Gulf Coast. Trayston Shepard declined to speak with us on camera because he says he and his friends are getting threats.
We did no wrong here. And we
This
don't
is the same.
Wells's parents worried it showed their son involved in a confrontation, but Shepard said that's him, not Wells.
That's the video I'm referring to.
They're feeding into this narrative that is a false narrative, and I don't want to be a part of it. If you want to talk about it, cool.
You're not a part of it. You're not a part of it. So okay, so let me do what I got to do. You already said that it was false. Thank you. You on record saying that it's false. Okay. We figuring it out. We weren't there. We don't know what happened. Yes, you got more information. That's cool. Do you have some information that we can look at?
No, but why do we need? I mean, okay. So what happens with these stories? They keep spinning this false narrative to the media, to the public. But when the facts and the case comes out, people get distorted and they think it is going to impact the trial later on. So here's the thing: I don't want to be a part of spinning a false narrative of
how are
facts
you
that
a
aren't
part
happening.
of spinning a false narrative?
We have a platform.
Yes, we do have a platform.
And then
that's you are on record saying that you don't agree with what's being said.
Yeah.
So me playing it is not me saying
it's perpetuating.
me playing it is not me saying that I agree with it. Don't make this a thing about you. It ain't got nothing to do with you.
I'm not saying it's about me. It's not about me
Sorry,
at all. It's
we're
about
looking this
perpetuating the
information
false
up.
narrative.
How are you spinning this into that? Why did you do that?
I did not.
Sorry, you just did it. You just turned this.
Okay,
you just turned this into something else. You said it was false. We got you saying it's false. You can continue to say that it's false, and I'll be like, okay, cool. I'm hearing you. We trying to figure it out. No, it's the same. It's the same stuff that continues to happen. That has happened that continues to happen. It's I would say even before Emmett Till and all of that. It's just modern day lynchings. There was somebody recently where they saying that she hung herself in a tree and all of that type of stuff. This is recent stuff. This is stuff that continues to happen. Me playing this is me getting information. If it's the wrong information, thank you for acknowledging that. You know what I mean? But also, we trying to get to the root of it. We trying to get some understanding. And I feel like I can deduce enough to say, I'm gonna call BS on that. That don't even make no daggone sense. So a lot of this don't make any sense. If we if we came together, we leaving together. Simple as that. It ain't. And then if there's a girl there, we need to identify the girl, just like they were saying. We need to identify who the girl is, get in contact with her, so that we can figure out what happened to it. And it's a lot going on, and they far from done piecing all of this stuff together. I pray. We've seen stuff not go down the way that we want it to go down, but I pray that this turns out to be a case where the people that were involved in this situation, that that are complicit and that are guilty of these things, at the very end of the day, only God knows everything that happened. Those people, whoever did it, and God know what happened. So we pray justice. We pray for justice for this young man, and for just justice to be served, even though he's not here to see it. Unfortunately, I'm also calling BS on it being a last hurrah. It's in the middle of July. Like, y'all don't even gotta go back to school till August, until we go back to work and back to school. Like, what? Okay. I would do the Dirty Mac track list. Where's my joint? I would do the Dirty Mac track list. I don't know if we should do it with just the two of us. How you feel?
What was that?
Nothing. It's all good. Hey, this has been another episode of Here's What We Know Show. I've been your host, Rope the King, and we'll see y'all. You know what? I'll see y'all next week. I'll give y'all something next week. Grace and peace, everybody. One.